There's a door. Were you paying any attention
Better
during
go find Riku
the
first.
whole gummy ship thing that just happened?
Let me try to narrate what I just saw by accident. We're talking, and I'm sitting here being like, alright, we were on an island. And then I saw a cutscene briefly where Donald winks at his girlfriend and then blasts off through a Mickey Mouse shaped hole. I don't understand at all how that's relevant to anything we're doing here on this island. We're beating up kids and stealing fruit on this island. I don't get the Disney part of this.
Basically.
And that's like Mother Brain up there. We may never see our parents again. We haven't even seen our parents yet!
Nope. there are no parents.
So confused.
This island's occupied by children.
Told you, Lord of the Flies. Come with me. That's the second time
It's iconic.
I've seen him do that.
That was foreshadowing to right now.
He's got a Tangela hitting him up.
He wants the darkness. He wants to be evil.
Oh, doesn't he turn into Sephiroth or whatever? Is that how this works? Is that how you say it?
Sephiroth. No, he doesn't turn into Sephiroth. Sephiroth is his own character.
I'm confused.
He's a
Why do we have such a similar character then? Just younger.
Yeah.
That seems like...
Yeah. I mean, I could see a normal person saying that. He's really not at all like Sephiroth, other than he has silver hair.
I'm just saying.
But I can see that.
Keyblade.
A Keyblade.
Keyblade? Third time? Just twice?
No rule of threes here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I could sit here and farm.
Ugh.
Actually, you can't because they do run out eventually. I can't even dodge roll.
I was having a really good
anything
time
like
at Chick-fil-A today talking to Nathan, Lloyd, and James. And
Yeah.
we talked for like 2 hours about the most nerdy stuff in serious detail. And one of the things I referenced, which again is something you taught me about filmmaking, is that like I'm starting to see a formula that I want movies to take. Where I rewatched both of the Star Treks last night.
Yeah.
And
the reboots.
Exactly. And there's an immediate concern. Something you introduce a couple characters, but then there's immediate action. You're right into it, it draws you in, and then it lulls for a while to expose more of the storyline and character development, and then it's back into the action. You feel like that pacing is so perfect versus, and I'm sure it doesn't work for all genres, but that pacing, just where you just get into it immediately. Like, you can jump out of a movie and say, I'm not going to watch this in the first 30 minutes if it's really freaking boring.
Yeah.
And that would be such a shame. And there's obviously films that you really need to pace it where there can't be that kind of action at the beginning. But for some reason, I'm noticing, and I want you to tell me what the term for this is. I'm noticing that my sincere favorite movies do the whole like action sequence, then lull, then action sequence again, and they're the kind of movies where in the first movie it's kind of like Mass Effect. In the first Mass Effect, it's you versus Saren, and you got to save the world. And then in Mass Effect 2, it's like, yo, Saren's got his buddies basically, and you got your friends, and it's like a bigger scale. And then usually the final chapter in a trilogy
like
is
way
earth-shattering, planet versus planet, faction versus faction. And I love the way that amps up, because when you watch the first movie, you're so invested in that hero versus villain struggle that it's just like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I love when you beat the villain. And then it blows your damn mind in the second film where it's like, there's a million villains? Holy cow! Like, you never consider that.
See, I feel like it is a good thing, but I think it does get overdone sometimes now. Because part of what ends up happening, what ends up being a problem, is that the first movie always has this really good relationship between the hero and the villain, right? And there are stakes, and they're evenly matched and everything, right? But then, when you continue past that, it becomes a lot more fluff. When it ends up, the villain gets so big where the hero doesn't actually have any real relationship with the villain other than I'm good and you're bad, I need to stop you. Mm-hmm. And that's it. For some reason, what keeps popping in my mind, which is actually almost the direct opposite, but it works, is The Fifth Element, where Bruce Willis never even actually is in a scene with Gary Oldman.
Are you serious?
They never see each other in the whole movie. They never interact. Which is awesome. But
isn't that like Ian McKellen crying that he's on green screen all the time? This isn't why I became an actor.
I could, yeah. But that formula doesn't always work. There is more to make that formula work, because if you think about... Are you caught up on The Hobbit?
Nope. Haven't watched any of them, unfortunately. It's on my list. I've watched all of the original Lord of the Rings trilogies.
Which are amazing. They do follow that format more or less, even though they're based on a book. And it works. Hobbit, not so much. I enjoyed the movies. Like, it's not that I didn't like them at all or anything, but the first one was the best one because it was the most substantial one. Like, it had the most stuff happen. Like, that was actually important and felt like it mattered. There was so much fluff in the second and third movies that it just... You just fall asleep. You get so tired of seeing what's happening. They already did a cut. There was a fan cut online already that cuts out... It's like the movies itself is like 9.5 hours or something. If you watch all of them in a row, this guy cut it to 4 hours and 15 minutes or 4 hours and 23 minutes.
That concerns me.
It should be concerning. Why? How could you cut out half of the series and have it be better and work? It works better.
Now, does it work better, or are you really losing like cool battles and stuff that's just visual candy?
I don't think you lose many cool battles. Like I haven't watched it yet. But I read through like what he changed, and most of it is a lot of fluff. A lot of it is stuff that wasn't in the books, which is fair. There's one really cool action scene that I thought was amazing that he cut out, and I get why he cut it out because he cut out all the stuff that led up to it in all the other two movies. But it was in the last movie. But it was a fantastic scene. Like, it was the best part of the movie, and it shouldn't have been there.
I guess what I'm confused about is like, I think everyone knew The Hobbit only needed to be one movie. I mean, my dad always has said that, like, the 3 books in the Lord of the Rings trilogy are, like, adult books.
Yeah.
And yet, The Hobbit is kind of like a kid's book almost. It's, like, it's a lot more fun and humorous. So
the thing about it is that The Hobbit is a kid's book. It's one single book. It's shorter than any
But I think the director knew that, right?
Yes, he
knew
that.
And he's like, you know what? I need some money. I'm going to make another trilogy.
I don't think it was him.
Really?
I do not think it was Peter Jackson. It might have been. He might have been just kind of used to it. He might have thought, I have more to do here. I might as well do it while I have the chance. But I don't think it was him. I think the entire trend with splitting movies up and doing them in multiple parts, which started with Harry Potter, and I still, to this day, think Harry Potter was the only one that deserved it. Because since then, Twilight did it, Hunger Games did it.
Yeah.
Hobbit did it. Hobbit was only supposed to be 2 movies. And it was 2 movies throughout production. Then they changed their mind and decided to split the second one into 2. And you can tell, because the first 20 minutes of the third movie is the end of the second movie. Literally.
Weird.
Like, do you know the basic story of The Hobbit? Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, right?
The Hobbit goes and finds the ring. That's all I know.
That's the first movie.
Oh, wow.
He gets the ring by the end of the first movie.
Okay.
The whole point of the series itself, the book, is that Bilbo joins this fellowship of dwarves and Gandalf to go and free this mountain from a dragon because it's the dwarves' homeland.
Okay.
So that's the point.
What is a Hobbit doing? Not chilling.
He's a burglar.
So what is he doing as part of this band of dwarves?
I couldn't tell you.
You can't tell me?
I couldn't tell you because it doesn't make sense. I've never finished the book, but watching the 9-hour movie, I could not tell you why they took Bilbo with them. It was only because Gandalf wanted him to come, and because Gandalf is like a demigod, so he knows things, I guess. I don't know. But the whole point is that the dwarves need to go and they want this mountain back, and there's a dragon in the mountain.
Okay.
So they have to kill the dragon.
Seems
the
like
dragon is small.
Gandalf can handle.
You would think, but
Gandalf's like, I'm busy.
Gandalf's not even there. Oh yeah, so this happens.
Let me guess. Little black thingy.
Big black.
Okay.
Because he got a heart. Kingdom Hearts.
I know I've done a bad job of watching this so far. I mean, my eyes are on the screen the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on at all.
Neither does Sora.
If you wanted me to write up what I've learned so far, it's that kids beat each other up on an island and then get transported to another world, and no one else knows why.
I think.
And Disney.
I think I just found out the best way to write up descriptions for like each video.
is my understanding.
It should just be your synopsis of what happens in the episode in the game.
See, I don't even know where. Here's the thing. As an observer, I know 4 locations so far. Dream World, where he fights the big bad boss.
Yep.
Island, where he fights the big bad boss,
right.
And kills kids. And then here, which has no relevance. And then again, every time I talk about this, I forget that there's a whole Disney thing going on at the same time, which I assume might be a little bit like Game of Thrones, where that's all happening in parallel to this story, and then they merge when they need to.
Yes.
But I don't understand. Because, like, if you're playing Sora, do you play a character in the Disney things, too? Or are they just doing their thing?
You'll see. We're not too far away.
I'm not proud of this.
We're not too far away. The game is just starting. See, it's already happening.
What the hell?
Well, when we beat that boss, and then the Disney Islands or whatever fell apart, and we went through that door where Kyrie was,
yeah,
we ended up here in Traverse Town. This is called Traverse Town.
What was weird is that I actually read the dialogue for that guy at the bar. Who you called him Gramps, but he's clearly only like 10 years older than you.
Sid?
I guess.
I can't go through it.
I hate geometry that doesn't have anything in it.
Anyway, we're talking about The Hobbit.
No, let's stay on topic here. What the hell is going on?
What's going on in here? See, it's really hard to explain.
But is it one of those things where it's like, it's hard to explain, but when you get it, you love it? Or is this one of your favorite series just for nostalgia's sake?
I would love to say...
I know your answer already.
I think it was good when I was 15.
Sure.
And when I was like 20 and played 2. It was still good.
So when 3 comes out, 26-year-old
it'll be great.
Feel great.
But then when I'm like 35 and play it, it's going to be awful. I will say that this is not the first time I played it on PS3. I have played it a number of times since PS2 version, and this actually isn't my game. This is my girlfriend's game. But I played it. I started it a while back and played it on proud mode, and hated my life.
Which again is just another reason to be fancy when you don't need to be. Just call it hard mode.
Well, no, because of trophies.
Proud mode.
I have to beat the game on all 3 modes to get all the trophies.
Just call it expert mode. Don't call it proud mode.
That's true, but that's a Japanese thing. It just sounds good. It's like the reason that S's are the top rank, and when you get ranked and stuff.
Yeah, I never thought to question that, but I'm gonna start getting angry about that too.
That's just a Japanese thing. I don't know why.
S rank is better than A rank.
Because what the hell does A mean in Japan? It's not it. That's not a character.
Let's totally like reinvent.
They talk in syllables, not letters.
Let's totally reinvent the way bras are measured. So a 34 double D is smaller than a 34 double A. Why not?
But a triple S would be the best.
You're the best boob ever.
But yeah, so this is not the first time I played it. I played on proud mode already. I also played on easy.
So why did you hate yourself? Is it the hard mode where it's unfair, or is it?
It's so fucking unfair. You can literally die after getting hit like twice.
Oh, welcome,
by these shadows.
Welcome to Halo Legendary. Is it Legendary? Is that
Legendary? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Halo's.
See,
come on, you're the Halo guy. I you know when the
well,
last time I played Halo was?
But